Dick? Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. And roll call.
Mr. Wilson. Here. Walter.
Here.
Mr. Cox.
Here.
Richard Simmons. Mayor Hall.
Here. Presentations, petitions, and communications. This portion of the city council meeting is reserved for persons who desire to address the council. The Illinois Open Meetings Act mandates that the city council may not take action on comments received on matters that have not been identified on this agenda. But the council may direct staff to address the topic or refer the matter for action on the agenda for another meeting. Persons addressing the council are requested to limit their presentation to 3 minutes and to avoid repetitious comments. We also ask you state your name and address for the record, as well as stand when speaking. Does anybody want to address the council on the Midtown 10 extension? We'll probably have a chance for questions after this. We're going to turn it over to Alex Benachek to introduce this subject and explain it to you.
There you go. Yeah, you can just go to the third slide. Hi everybody. My name is Alex Benachek. I'm the Community Development Director with the City of Mattoon. Today we're going to be setting, really the state kind of forces us, if we're going to change any boundaries, to have a meeting to say when we're going to have an official public hearing about this. So that's what today is. To save you some time, it's September 1st, 2026, Tuesday, will be at 6 p.m. But it's also an opportunity for us to kind of talk about what a TIF is. And very clearly, TIF is not a tax. The area we're talking about is the Midtown TIF District, which has been in existence for about 23 years right now. It's been extended for another 12 already. All we're trying to do here is just add some extra things into it that are blighted on Lakeland Local. And essentially, tax increment financing is a way where you take future property tax revenues that are going to, or something new is developed or something is assessed differently, and then you can use that to reinvest in the area. So those existing taxes going to all of the different tax values. It goes into this area, which if you receive the letter, for 750 outside of the boundary or you're within. And so we can only use future tax revenues that go into this to improve this area. Next slide, and skip that one too. So a very simple example for how it's works is say, let's say you have a vacant lot. Right? Next slide. Let's say it does $5 in property taxes. It goes to the city, the school district, the county, and I get it. But on the next slide. Now let's say you put a TIF on it. Nothing happens. Next slide. It's just a line on a map because no one's built anything new. Nothing. Nobody put 100 grand building to value, right? So if you establish a TIF and no development occurs, nothing changes. Then you can skip the next one. But let's say someone does build a house or do business on that vacant lot. Scroll down and let's say it goes up to $15, right? Next slide. All of the taxing bodies still have their share of that existing $5. However, next slide, the $10 that's been created because the property's been improved now goes into TIF, which next slide allows us to help with new improvements in the area, which helps catalyze new development projects. Next slide. So in short, TIF is really just all about development. Nothing changes if nothing else is built or nothing improves in value. If things do improve in value, it allows us to help take that and put it towards improving the area and most reducing flood. Next slide. And the key thing is that like, we can't use it to brand new buildings, new homes, things like that. You can only use it on existing buildings to improve their condition, or you can use it for new infrastructure, roads, water, sewer, stuff like that. Next slide. And so there is a full interactive map that's available there. If you'd like to take a QR code, or I'd be happy to share them. Next slide. And on the left-hand side, you can see we have Midtown Phase 1 and Phase 2. That's the TIF district that already exists today. And then on the right-hand side, you can see the property that's been added on. Next slide. It goes down to like Stinson or so is the new addition. And so here's some of the things that we do in terms of incentives for properties. The Midtown TIF. Midtown TIF predominantly focuses on not residential. We'll provide up to $80,000 green section of that, which is Broadway Avenue, for building across those three categories. So facade, structural repairs, code compliance. Each one of those 40,000, so you can't get like 80,000 facade. So 40,000, but we'll pay 90% of a project's cost for facade, then 75% structural repairs, like roof repairs, things like that, and then 50% of the project's cost, like 88 bathroom, stuff like that. And then in Phase 2, it goes up to $40,000 maximum. It's just 50% of the cost, facade, structural repairs, code compliance. And I think if you would look at like the street view imagery of downtown Mattoon, maybe 10, 20 years ago, you can see that we've had a lot of reinvestment from then. Next slide. In fact, it's about $11.4 million has been reinvested in our downtown part of our community since 2004. And it's largely thanks to the establishment of TIF, which allowed for additional private investment. Next slide. And these are just some of the businesses that have been helped by the TIF. If you do own a business and you see your logo up there and say, hey, I never received TIF money, your building has received that in the past. You know, as you can see again, like, look at that Google Earth photo. If you go on there, go back to 2013, compare that to today, the TIF made all of those elements. Next slide. And so, given that, staff recommends that council adopt a resolution in the future that would set a public hearing on the proposed Midtown TIF district boundary amendment for Tuesday, September 1st, 2026 at 6 p.m. at Mattoon City Hall. And yeah, if you have any questions.
Alex covered a lot of things very quickly. If you have a question now, that would be great. Respond to it now, but you also would agree. Somebody had a question, they can come in and go through their particular items. Is that correct, Alex?
Yeah, anytime. Technically at the office right now, but I'll be back at the office.
So does anybody want to make any statements or have any questions offhand on this subject? See none? Go ahead.
Alex, when TIFs are developed like this, isn't there a state agency that oversees, basically approves or not?
Yeah, this goes directly to DCEO. So
they've seen all the way out and they obviously approved. So.
Well, so they approve this once we send it to them. It essentially just notifies them that, hey, we're amending the boundary of it. It's mostly the local ordinance, but we're required by law to notify DCEO. They've already been notified that we're intending to expand the boundary of this one. Some of the projects that help, so kind of that a good neighbor shopping center down there that's constructed. It's also, you know, been a lot of development now by like US Grant area. That's opportunities there that otherwise couldn't. So, and then we were actually approached by the school district out there. They asked to be added to that area as well. They're having some issues.
Thank you.
Yeah, go ahead. Got a question back there? State your name and address if you would.
Yes, don't hustle. Concerning this, there's, project.
Yeah, I think it's kind of case by case. We definitely take square footage to live. That's unfortunate. So, we take kind of, get stepping committee member. But we typically take the standard size, like in building way, and then for building, 2 times the size of that, we might apply a slightly different calculation. For whatever project. But yeah, I would say, I don't think it's like every 3 years, right?
So it's like it's really once the TIF is paid off. So if we do a TIF grant and it's 5 years to pay it off, basically you can come back. We will only give you the 80,000, get 40,000 a year midway through your payoff of your TIF. So kind of keep it maxed at that 80,000 per bill, 80,000 phase 2. So, but if you were to get 40,000 and in 2 years, that 40,000 take back to you in grant, then you can apply for another.
But most
Other
contracts are about.
Yes.
How does this change?
I think it really depends upon what. First, right? It is essentially first come, first served. I would say it's like so annually at 1,000. It's generated from the tip. And some of that's obligated. But I would say it just depends upon which projects come to cities.
Well, ready to close. Minutes. Yep, good. No other questions. We're ready to close this hearing. Okay, all right. So this particular subject is closed. We're going to adjourn this meeting, and then the next one. Okay, gotta get a motion to adjourn.
Mayor, I'd make a motion to adjourn the public hearing.
Second.
Second, Mayor.
Awesome. Roll call.
Commissioner Whitman? Yes. Commissioner Foster?
Yes.
Commissioner Cox?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so this meeting is adjourned. Another meeting open in about 17 minutes. Thank you. You're welcome to stay, by the way.
This time we're going to mute until the next meeting.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Commissioner Butler? Here. Commissioner Clausen?
Here.
Thompson?
Here.
Here.
Mayor Hall?
Yes, here. Consent agenda. Items listed on the consent agenda are considered to be routine in nature and will be enacted by one motion. No separate discussion of these items will occur unless a council member requests the item to be removed from the consent agenda. If an item is removed from the consent agenda, it will be considered elsewhere on the agenda for this meeting. Prior to asking for a motion to approve the consent agenda, the mayor will ask if anyone desires to move an item from the consent agenda for public discussion. Would anybody like to do that? Hearing none, I move the minutes of the regular meeting of June the 2nd, 2026. Bills and payroll first half of June 2026 are approved. I have a second.
Second.
Second, Commissioner Cox, and
Commissioner Butler? Yes. Commissioner Clausen?
Yes.
Commissioner Cox?
Yes.
Commissioner Clinton?
Yes.
Mayor Hall?
yes. Petitions and communications. This portion of the city council meeting is reserved for persons who desire to address the council. The Illinois Open Meetings Act mandates the city council may not take action, comment, or proceed on matters that have not been identified on this agenda, but the council may direct staff to address the topic or refer the matter for action on the agenda for another meeting. Persons addressing the council are requested to limit their presentation to 3 minutes and to avoid repetitious comments. We also ask you to state your name and address for the record, as well as stand when speaking. Okay, anybody in the audience like to address the council? Yes.
Yeah, just come on up.
Yeah, we got.
I might have you ask this out for everyone as well.
Yeah, sure.
I'll give it.
Now, Nate here on the,
Yes, thank you.
Is there a website?
Yep, I'll take it.
Is a website?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Wait, what's that?
Only which.
He got me out earlier, I was just paying.
okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, so my name is Irvish. I'm from Harry's Gas and Liquor out on Old State Road here in Madison, Illinois. Actually, so I was wanting to address the council with the new liquor licenses that have opened up. There's about 3 new liquor licenses that have opened up in the city of Matthew now, which will affect our business exponentially. This would be the 3rd time that we've come to City Hall Council meeting. I've met with you personally and with Calville personally as well multiple times about the same topic. We're trying to build a nice tap bar with gaming system here in Matthew, Illinois. One that, Kyle has said that he's visited Effingham's at Highway 33 location in Effingham as well. So we're trying to build something similar here. And this is the 3rd time that we've come to you guys about it, but nothing's been really done with it. So yeah, I mean, with 3 new licenses opening up, the city's going to gain about $3,900 with the licensing and everything like that. But now with increased competition, prices are going to fluctuate. The city's going to get less city tax that way as well. And then with the nice tap bar and gaming system, we're just trying to increase revenue here in Mattoon. It shows you that this is just property taxes that we pay. Now, I know that's the county, but with the operating costs of the gas station, liquor store as well, if you're looking into that, this is just property tax wise. This is not counting payroll. This is not counting keep the lights on, doors open, all that stuff as well. And this is multiple times that we come here as well.
You said you'd been here 3 times. That's before we approved the new changes to the liquor laws.
Correct. And then those dates are listed up top as well. Those are the 3 city council meetings that we've attended.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so some of these,
And then
when
before
did we
that-
pass the last liquor?
So that it was a little bit after. Yes. I've talked very. Step. It's not like you're just adding directly, say, for a separate.
So it's going to be an addition onto the building.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't know, I do see some parallels here. This is serves Oaken Stone. They have a kind of pour your own beer system. You have RFID chip, wrist bracelet, that's the has for the young people there that go to it. And I definitely think do that. However, I do also see the you open up one tavern, snowballing, everything comes here. That
But I mean, we've been in that too.
absolutely.
We've been nothing but helpful to the city as well. Whenever there was a water crisis, we were one of the first to
Yep.
pass out free water while everyone was price gouging. Now we're just kind of coming to the city to help us supplement, because we're about to be affected greatly with all these 3 liquor licenses. That's where, if the city can help us supplement somewhere, that's what we're trying to help with.
Alex, do you happen to know, is there any open items on their request of, I don't know if you talked to and do about it?
No, I mean, it's really just having additional space right now that tavern license capped at 17.
The ones with video game.
With video game, we do have unlimited non-video gaming tavern license, but the ones that have video game.
Yeah, so this is strictly a limit. Petition. And today's ordinance does not allow them.
Yeah, today's ordinance, not unless. This is
That's the issue is, the first ordinance we have, like, even though we've got 2, we've made some changes that don't allow any additional license.
And I understand that. And see, with the same aspect going to Vandalia, our other location as well, when we bought just land over there, the city actually amended the ordinance to be able to allow us. So they gave us the tap bar license, the gaming license, and a liquor license as well. So
If
I was wondering why this city was not able to do that.
it's, I guess technically it's up to the liquor commissioner, which would be you, which would be me.
Yes,
Right. And I don't know if probably council is pressing to add more liquor license. We can discuss that. Discuss it right now.
This would be gaming and bar licenses. which
Say,
is tap-
he-
It wouldn't be a liquor license per se. It would be a tap bar and game.
There is tavern license.
For the tavern licenses that are open, previously existing ones or new ones that were created?
That they were not.
Typically, the ones that are in existence, if a business, and I made the comments, if the business closes, but typically the business sells, the liquor license goes the sale to the developer, correct?
Has the amount of taxes coming in over the gaming increased consistently over years, or is it leveled out?
It's
or-
kind of,
So one of the questions, Chris, if we add more licenses for gaming, do we really create any more revenue or
The
just
city
have,
would-
or just have a lot of,
revenue.
or just have a lot of people out there that are making less money? The more you open, the average for the person who already have license.
The city would still be generating revenue off of gaming as well.
Yeah, I understand. That's the question, the gaming. The gaming revenue is not.
Yes, we have 17 now. And to get them a license, that 18. There's a list of people.
yeah, I mean, it seems like it's slowed down a little bit here lately, but for a while, it's like every couple weeks, get, another gas station or another.
But they've been on the list for,
But actually, since the mayor actually first came to office, we came in with this idea when he first came to the office. At least 3 years. Yeah.
there's others that have been on it. So, is there others that have been on?
I don't know on the tavern, we had a big list. A big list.
That's a different, that's a different license.
I would add, like, my office receives a lot of questions about video gaming. Obviously trying to add that in their area, other places. I say that area really only group that has come to us with an addition. It's not just we want gaming, it's hey, we want to bring something else to the community like a it says that is something that's unique. It is cool. So I do think that they are only it's like, hey, bring some cool beer to make it happen. Game.
There's always people in the community that's against gambling altogether. And there's others that say, okay, you guys have done enough. We got enough license. We will definitely, yes, with the opposition doing it. People will come forward and say, I'm not opposed to discussing it among ourselves, figure out what to do. And maybe we can design something, if it offers more than just gaming, if you're really bringing with a new product or new service, we could design a ordinance that would meet that requirement. That one. Others that did the same thing might duplicate what you're doing, and they could come also.
That's fine.
You're fine with that. Alex, you kind of follow these things pretty closely. Is this unique enough that you think we ought to design a separate ordinance just for this specific group?
I think yes. I think also, it gets effective speaking broadly about like, hey, we would approve a liquor commissioner license if some business related that development and stuff. It's do with the business who determines that, right? So I think you get kind of subjective there, but I do think, state law permits liquor things. So I do think somewhat discretion. Like that's how our best liquor commission doesn't want testing district doesn't. So yeah, and I'd be happy to make.
Is there anybody online that has any questions about this? I hear a couple people talking. Is anybody have any questions online?
And I mean, we've been with the city since 2010 as well. We've been a staple within the community and I've done nothing but help everyone. Even when it comes to the PD, I'm sure you guys can vouch for us. So we've just been anything but everything but helpful. So.
So what license do you have now? You have a package license without the liquor?
Correct. Well, B1 package license, liquor license.
That addition is it complete? It's ready to go, open.
We have an
You
addition.
started that several.
Yeah, so we have an addition that we built because we were coming to the mayor about this. We currently use it as a storage area, but it's able to be converted into a bar and game facility.
So essentially, it's complete, right?
Yes.
I think it certainly, so
What was that again?
I think it would warrant discussion. I think it's
Well,
pretty intriguing.
We may get some press coverage just because we're discussing this at a council meeting. No, if people want to come and talk about it to us, they can certainly do that. If we feel like the community really needs something like this, I'm not opposed to it. I would give it whatever's feeling. But I don't think we're going to make a decision tonight. We're going to have to get it out.
I think right now we have 17 of these licenses that would fall in unless we create. Right? Those 17 are blocked. Those 17 licenses have value secondary.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Never-
Okay.
There isn't anything like this in Coles County.
Nowhere
correct?
in that too. Or even Coles County.
Even having that.
When we came to the mayor about this, A1 didn't even start their Highway 33 location. And then after we talked to Mayor and Kyle Gill, that's when they started with 33 location. And I mean, you've been there, haven't you? What did you think about it?
It's unique.
So that's similar, something that we're trying to start here as well. You'd have to go all the way either now Effingham or Champaign to be able to find. They have. And that's what we're, we're doing the same thing in Vandalia as well. They've given us multiple permissions.
I think we just based. Opening up another.
I would say that we draft a change and let people know that we're going to vote on it. And expand it. I don't know how much quantity we expand it. But the unique, this kind of service, if we get a lot efficient, we can still make that decision however we want. I think I'd be interested in seeing if we get opposition out there. If we don't. That's it. Anybody? Yeah. Okay. So got a commitment that we're gonna go ahead and draft a change that will allow it for you. We're gonna ask for people to comment. But there's no reason why we should vote on it. Okay.
Thank you for coming. Appreciate that.
Question, can it be drafted so that you wouldn't have people, asking for additional 17? In other words, could this one be unique enough, or can you not do that? The unique enough ordinance where it would only fit for what their type of situation, where it wouldn't open up other gaming licenses.
Well, it would have to be a similar kind of service that they have. They would have to meet the same requirements that they meet. As far as, in fact, you may pull that item out and have a certain number on it. 3 is the 17, but have a second one on a limit of 1 or 2 or 5 or whatever. That's what I would suggest. Be like a new class of license.
And that's kind of similar to what Vandalia did for us. They did their
We can
whole
look
new
at
class.
Okay. Any other questions, comments? All right, thank you.
All right, thank you for your time.
Anybody else have anything they want to bring up tonight? Okay, so then we're going to get into new business. And we start with,
I believe that's me.
yeah.
I make a motion to approve council decision request 2026-2696, waiving the formal bidding requirements and accepting the proposal in the amount of $21,100 from the Upchurch Group Incorporated to perform a feasibility study to determine the elimination of the lift station at 28th Street and authorizing the mayor to sign the proposal.
Can I have a second to that motion?
Second, Mayor.
Commissioner Clausen, and comments on this.
I would just say this kind of started a few years back for myself, but it never was really finished. I think it's possible. We want to just make sure that we can gravity feed this, do that. And so Upchurch is the one that did some of the initial stuff. And reason that kind of happened. Go ahead.
It would eliminate maintenance and a lot of other things. If it did make sense, you'd eliminate a lot of.
Well, we get rid of that. It seems like we keep paying them, so if we get rid of some here and there.
All right, any other comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Clausen,
Yes.
Commissioner Todd,
Yes.
Fitz,
Yes.
Commissioner Butler. Yes. Mayor Hall.
Yes.
Motion to approve council decision request 2026-27, awarding the bid in the amount of $99,880 for Bartels Construction, Inc., reconstruction of the Evergreen Court cul-de-sac and drainage improvements at the west end of the Court. 26 dash.
Okay, and a second to that motion. Commissioner Butler did that, and comments on this.
This was just an area where we had a lot of drainage issue, water, and let's be lower than what they were, couldn't get around cul-de-sacs, so we changed that. Martell's was the low bidder, we had 5 bidders. So, and they have done really good work for us so far this year.
Okay, any other questions? Roll call.
Mr. Cox?
Yes.
Mr. Fitz?
Yes.
Mr. Butler? Yes. Mr. Clausen?
Yes.
Mayor Hall?
Yes.
Gillard. Abs. Right in, right out. Green. Fine. Good.
And can I get a second to that motion?
Second, I have a question.
Okay, we'll get your second. Seconds. Now, what's your question?
Should Waddell Lane, is that Waddell Way?
Yeah.
Make the correction to what Waddell Way.
Okay, so, any other?
Like I say, this is the thing we got the grant from my own transportation, over 3.7 billion and that 24,000 our share to get this project underway. Just gotta get that funded for you.
Any other comments or questions? Roll call.
Yes.
Mr. Butler?
Yes.
Mr. Cox?
Yes.
Yes.
Motion to adopt ordinance number 2026-5509, approving the naming of a new street as Gober Drive as a part of the right-in, right-out construction off of Illinois Route 60.
And a second to that motion. Commissioner Butler and any comments on?
I just had a phone call, Mayor, from Tom Gober, Tim's nephew, the Gober family, very moved by this naming in honor of. So they were very, very appreciative.
That's good to hear. Any other comment? Roll call.
Mr. Butler?
Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Fitz?
Yes.
Mayor Hall?
Yes.
Motion to approve council decision request 2026-2698, approving plans and specifications for the Loop Road paving project and authorizing the solicitation for bids, right in, right out, 13-00259-00 PB, Gober Drive.
Okay, and a second to that motion.
Second.
Commissioner Phipps and the others.
This is the project we've been working on, been talking about the last things here on the agenda. So get this thing advertised, get it out there, and it's here about the board by it. It's under
Got a quick question on that. It's just a clarification on the actual plan. Looking at the schematic. So you're gonna have 2 lanes. There's gonna be a 3rd lane and they get
lanes going east.
2 lanes. It's 4
On
lanes.
Route 16.
On Route 16.
On
you
Route
got 2
16,
lanes.
there'll be a right turn lane there.
Be a 3rd lane. Now.
Be a right turn lane to be.
So 2 distinct.
Yes.
Any other questions? Roll call.
Mr. Clausen?
Yes.
Mr. Cox?
Yes.
Mr. Fitz?
Yes.
Mr. Butler? Yes.
Yes.
Motion to adopt resolution 2026-3346, approving the participation agreement with RK Holdings LLP for economic development funding by Department of Transportation Opportunity Funding in the amount of $3 million. authorizing the mayor to sign the agreement.
And a second to that motion.
Second.
Mr. Cox? Anything on that one?
I mean, it's for the extension of Sword, basically from Broadway up to DeWitt. We got a grant from the Illinois Department of Transportation and areas. And then the rest of the money, get us up to where it's going to be legal.
Any other questions? Roll call.
Mr. Cox?
Yes.
Mr. Pitts?
Yes.
Mr. Butler? Mr. Clausen?
Yes.
Mayor Hall?
Yes.
Motion to adopt resolution. Budget. Target grant. South Road 5. All done.
Second to that motion.
Second, Mayor.
Mr. Phipps? You still got the floor.
Okay, on, this is the South 19th Street development that plan to go in there on the very south end of that. This would be just truck access grants, what this would be for. We looking at some other things, the total resurfacing of the river wide, things like that. At least this will be some money that we get out.
Any other questions? Roll call.
Mr. Pitts?
Yes.
Mr. Butler? Yes. Mr. Clausen?
Yes.
Mr. Cox?
Yes.
Mayor Hall?
Yes.
Motion to approve council decision request 2026-2699, approving the RFP solicitation for consultant proposals performing wastewater preliminary sewer engineering and force main feasibility study of the city's wastewater system and potential future needs required to serve the growing.
Second to that motion. Mr. Butler. And
Again, this is another grant that I received here recently, and this will be a study feasibility of wastewater, what we might need in terms of the stations, piping, that type of thing. Basically, on the north side of town, northwest, northeast side by the interstate. Dave, does this tie into kind of what we're planning 4 years from now? Is this part of that project? Or we're going to do pretty much a massive upgrade of the wastewater treatment plant? No, this would not be a part of that. So this is just to study the feasibility, being able to get the piping, whether it be those stations, to get it to the new plant once we have it.
It's part of the site readiness grants and the studies that we're doing. Then after we do these studies, we'll be able to like grants actually up along 1,000. The next one is water and it not just
any other questions? Roll call.
Mr. Butler? Yes. Mr. Clausen?
Yes.
Mr. Cox?
Yes.
Mr. Pitts?
Yes.
Mayor Hall?
Yes.
Motion to approve council decision request 2026-2700, approving the RFP solicitation for consultant proposals. That's much better. Put my glasses on, sorry. Consultant proposals to perform a water system planning and hydraulic modeling study of the city's water system and potential future needs required to serve a growing community.
And a second to that motion.
Second.
Mr. Clausen?
So this is part of basically the same readiness grant that we received. This will be for water, but not only will it be help us determine what we need to be able to serve that northern part by the interstate, it would also model the entire system in the city, so we see where we might need other improvements.
So if someone were to, if a citizen were to look at this, would this, in a sense, this does go into the overall big picture of our water system and the water issues and that we're correcting, right? We've been doing some work on the water issue and plans in the future. This kind of encompasses all that for future use.
Well, it's not really due for the plan, it's for the modeling of the system to deliver the water to the residents.
it's a piece of the puzzle.
Yes.
For future use.
Yeah, the other thing, as far as that we're looking at the plant, ozone filters, pipe systems, we do dredging, aeration, all of that's a whole different situation.
This will help when we have water main up there, Bush. Right, another water. Cable, we have a force main for a water, right? Groundwater, that's what that, okay.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Roll call.
Mr. Clausen,
Yes.
Mr. Cox,
Yes.
Mr. Pitts,
Yes.
Mr. Butler, yes, Mayor Hall.
Yes.
Motion to adopt resolution 2026-3348, approving the third extension through December 31st, 2026 of the current intergovernmental agreement with the city of Charleston for existing water interconnection near the Sarah Bush Lincoln Hospital and Grayson Care signed agreement.
Second to that motion. Commissioner Butler. And, how about turn this over to Kyle?
We've had a couple extensions on this, we're still working on whether or not we want to upsize. Speed, but if it will actually help either city be able to pump water to each other to share. So we're looking at whether or not bigger pump will really benefit or not. Both people. For water.
Charleston's been having their consultant look at some of this as far as what and they've been waiting on them to get us some information. As of last week, just got something, so we figure we'd have time to figure all this all out. Agreement that would be lasting, so extend, make sure we get us all worked out.
Anything else anybody have on this one? Roll call.
Mr. Cox,
Yes.
Mr. Pitts,
Yes.
Mr. Butler, yes, Mr. Clausen,
Yes.
Mayor Hall.
Yes.
Motion to adopt resolution. Fire effective grant application to your customers. FEMA and authorize. To apply for it.
Second to that motion.
Second.
Commissioner Cox.
Again, this is just a small equipment grant. Jeff probably knows about why he chose this, going with this. piece of equipment.
This isn't the small equipment, this one's the big FEMA grant. This is going to be, I believe it was the $200,000 request. What it is the compressor that fills our SCBA bottles. One is 31 years old and starting to need a little bit more maintenance. This grant, the last 2 years, we were unsuccessful in getting, and that's what we wrote for the grant. So we're switching gears to try to get one. And talking to the breathing air folks, it's why we are doing 2 of them is they saw the competitiveness in the grant process, the need for adding something, not just replacing. So the second compressor on there is a much smaller one that can be put at section 3 because we only have 1 currently. Those guys, whenever we need, they have to fill a bottle. They've got to come up to 1, fill it. So that's why there is two. But just switching gears, trying to write for something that will need to be replaced.
How much is the, got a good price on the grant match that we have to put up on this? Is there a match?
Yeah, it's 3%. It wasn't, yeah, it was 3 or 5%. It was minimal.
It's excellent.
Any other questions? Roll call.
Mr. Pitts,
Yes.
Mr. Butler, yes, Mr. Wilson,
Yes.
Commissioner Cox,
Yes.
Mayor Hall.
Yes.
Motion to adopt special ordinance number 2026-2016, authorizing the mayor to sign 5-year grant agreement by and between the city of Mattoon and Donald and Jane Friesmeyer, reimbursing up to $65,293.98 from Midtown TIF revenues for facade, structure, and code compliance repairs to the building located at 1520 Broadway Avenue, and authorizing the mayor to sign the agreement. PIN number 07-1-03833-000.
Any, I need a second.
Second, Mayor.
Commissioner Phipps, any questions on this?
Not questions, but this is just definitely out of the back wall that is to be repaired, rebuilt. So there'll be temporary wall be going down some of the brick, be laying the brick. Along with that, the electrical needs to be moved out of the way. Something that these older buildings tend to have problems with.
Alex, you made a very good slide in your presentation earlier about I think it's $11 million that's been invested in downtown areas before 21, 22 years ago. Has it ever been discussed how many of those buildings would have been lost downtown without the TIF district?
We definitely could try and pull that data for like replacement, structural repair, something like that. I would say it's a substantial amount. Save for that, but unfortunately, we did have to tear down the 3 Little Pigs, but it allowed us to do that right at the end of Broadway. But yeah, I mean, without ability to fix the roofs, like, don't have it. And I would add for this specific one, Don Friesmeyer's kind of talking about that small part in the back of that area. So, this development could enable something like that.
And if you guys look back there, the wall's kind of bowing, so it's necessary.
Any other questions? Roll call.
Commissioner Butler. Yes. Commissioner Clausen.
Yes.
Commissioner Cox,
Yes.
Commissioner Phipps,
Yes.
Mayor Hall.
I'm going to abstain.
Motion to adopt special ordinance number 2026-2017, authorizing the mayor to sign a 5-year grant agreement by and between the city of Mattoon and Washington Savings Bank Trust number 5136, reimbursing up to $60,000 from Midtown TIF revenues for roof replacement to the building located at 1601 Broadway Avenue, and authorizing the mayor to sign the agreement. PIN number 07-1-04215-000 Jasper Holdings LLC.
Second to that motion,
Second, Mayor.
Commissioner Phipps.
This one is Alex kind of brought this up. This is a very large building. On Broadway, right up by the creek. So we are granting a roof replacement. The 40 to 52. I think it was about 10, 5.
Any other questions? Roll call.
Wilson,
Yes.
Commissioner Cox,
Yes.
Commissioner Phipps,
Yes.
Commissioner Butler, Mayor Hall.
Yes.
Motion to approve council decision request 2026-2701, approving the waiver of formal bidding and authorizing purchase in the amount of $224,524.57 from Air Burners Inc. for a 2026 Air Burners model S220 ash rig for the yard waste facility and training, authorizing the city to sign the purchase agreement.
And a second to that motion,
Second.
Commissioner Cox.
We've been looking at ways to try to help the yard waste facility and the grinding that we do. It's probably about $120,000 a year in grinding. So purchasing this air burner will be paying ourselves off in a few years. We've talked to several cities that have this exact burner. Cello has one in their campaign.
Princeton.
So we've gone with this model because it seems like a lot of cities have proven success with that. They all feel it works really well. Plus, you do have to give a year to go into PA. They've been
And this price includes training or public works.
We have no estimated life.
I don't know. I would say a minimum of 10 years. Take care of it.
So even with maintenance, in your life.
Is this thing installed or is this?
It's built as one unit and they'll truck it in. Inside of here.
Literally permanent?
But it does on some runners. Do a little bit in the yard waste. But there's ash. Take out. That ash can actually be used for compost.
Is it a smokeless thing?
Yeah, with the way air is sent into it, it's supposed to keep it.
Areas.
So that's what we were talking about. We're trying to look over that. Definitely going to be the farthest east and but yes.
Okay, any other questions? Roll call.
Mr. Fox,
Yes.
Mr. Phipps,
Yes.
Mr. Butler. Yes. Mr. Clausen,
Yes.
Mayor Moore.
Yes. Comments by the council, starting with Commissioner Butler. Commissioner Clausen.
Attended back on June 3rd. With Powell, Commissioner Phipps, the initial meeting of the watershed management for the preservation of our two lakes. And the consultant laid out a nice plan and hopefully start seeing some results. But I think it's a very good first step. The first year is going to be a lot of data collection studies. Second year is kind of implementing some of the strategies, but there's going to be several more follow-up meetings. So I think that was a very good first step by the city council.
I've heard several positive comments from people that were there. Congresswoman Miller, her aide was there.
Yes.
She had comments today. They were both in town looking at the water plant. Yeah, they had three comments. She had.
And then a lot of severe weather tomorrow night. So everybody stay safe.
Commissioner Fox, any comments?
Thank you. A couple quick things here. Dog park update. Commissioner Clausen and I attended a quick little meeting yesterday morning where there's the water fountains are in. We're going to have water fountains at the dog park installed before too long this summer. Plans for building sunshade type of structures there. So the dog park continues to get a lot of use and it's been a popular addition project here. So things are continuing to improve out there and a lot of trees have been planted out there too. So very nice facility. Alex, welcome back. I'm due to we've been keeping you in our thoughts and very our condolences been with you the whole time. It's great to see you back. Police department. I can go into too many details because I just want to keep some of those for the individuals, to myself and so forth. But man, you guys are on it with details, looking out for people, public safety. They're just on it. And I know it's appreciated by those people. It's appreciated by me. Talked with Officer Spurgeon briefly the other day. Dude's the real deal, isn't he? So, very good officer. Just appreciate it. Keeping the community safe. So thank you. Appreciate that. And then lastly, I attended the Rural King groundbreaking last Thursday. Man, what a great day for Mattoon. Very exciting. The future is very exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing the growth out in that area. There was a couple things that really caught my attention. Alex Melvin, who I think we're all probably going to agree is a very astute businessman with an eye on the future, had some very nice things to say about the city and the mayor and city manager Gill. Especially resonated with me when he said, I may be paraphrasing slightly, but I think I'm quoting Alex, where he said, "Thank you, Kyle, for your leadership and knowledge, which have been invaluable as we have planned this project." So I wanted to give you some kudos on your work and leadership and knowledge of getting things done, representing the city, because what a great day for Mattoon. And so appreciate your efforts. And I believe that is all I have. Thanks.
I don't have a lot. Welcome back, Alex. And appreciate all the staff's help with the recent storms and then certainly the upcoming storms. As far as Rural King, that development, you see a lot of business moving out though. And for them to choose to keep their headquarters here, it says something about this area in central Illinois and named Mattoon and kind of. So I echo what Commissioner Cox says, but that partnership with Rural King just in value right now. So appreciate their input and investment. And other than that, that's all I have.
Just real quick, for me, it's been a busy week. Fairfield by Marriott, of course, had their ribbon cutting today. Had a great big turnout for that. I think that's only going to be more opportunities for the city of Mattoon. Of course, the Rural King announcement spending $75 here for not only the store and headquarters for the event center, which we've never had. No one's really ever followed through with that. I think that's going to be a great benefit. And they have an estimated time to build 2 years. Animet expanding, of course, and what they're going to do there, which is just down the street. Route 16 near completion. Broadway starting soon. I know you're running out of things to do down there, Dave. Western Avenue going to be starting next week or so, or month, or whatever. I don't know when, but soon. This year still. And more coming. More things coming. Rhonda Sajay, together doing got 2 or 3 things he's working on, and I think they're optimistic. We're going to get some more things coming here. I think it's really great. Going concerted effort by everybody, and that includes council members, that includes the employees, it includes people in the audience that have been involved, and so it's really great. All right, that's all I've got.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
I was just telling Carolyn, good job.
Karen, yeah. Everything kind of happened when she got.
It's, so really kind of like just move forward here.
Anybody else have anything else?
I would volunteer Commissioner Clausen, the vessel, Officer Spurgeon, since these Spurgeon's are real. So if we
We got
get
the
that
real
done,
deal.
that might be a paper for you.
All of what the police department does kind of goes back to their leader.
Absolutely.
I know Dave was going to say that.
She didn't hear.
No, Dave was going to say that, but he just slipped his mind. So I thought.
Well, Commissioner Graven always used to tell me that I go on too much, so I wanted to keep it brief. So
One thing though, Hollow Paving deserves amazing credit for how fast they got Charles done. I mean, that's just, that, you don't ever see something that fast on that busier road. I just think they need.
they've done well.
Take a motion to adjourn.
Mayor, I'd make a motion to adjourn.
Second,
I'll second.
and roll call.
Mr. Butler. Mr. Clausen.
Yes.
Mr. Cox.
Yes.
Mr. Pitts.
Yes.
Mayor Hall.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, you still making an impression on me, Sandy.